just want to take a moment to talk about why I love my 1x12 combos. These combo amps, these are 1x12s that I've procured over time. This one being my most recent addition, but I have found that having a 1x12 combo amp is really your best bet in terms of recording, live stage work, and just overall at home, just fooling around. This amp is my Laney. A Laney amp is voiced really towards a British sound, let's just put it that way, and more of a Marshall-y kind of tone out of this amp. And I can get some good cleans out of this as well. So this Laney Club 12, which is no longer available, this is discontinued, this version. They have a Club 12 version 2, but quite frankly, the version 1 is where the money is at. It has an onboard digital reverb. This is a great tube amp for me because when practicing at home, I have a built-in attenuator built. It's in this model. I don't know if it's in the Club 12 R2, but in this Club 12 R, the first version, you can go 1 watt or you can go the full 15. So for recording, honestly speaking, I've never used the 15. For live performance, yes, it's been very versatile in that regard. And that's one of the beauties about having a 1x12 combo like this one. This particular model has a lot of features on it that makes it very attractive for the home recording studio, the professional recording studio, and of course the live stage as well. One of the other features that this amp has, it has a stand there so that when you sit it down, it tilts the amp at an angle. That's fantastic for playback when you're on stage. You can hear yourself. Another thing I'll say about these small 1x12 amps in terms of working on stage, which is all, I've mostly used myself, is really the ability to move it around the stage easier to find the sweet spot. Now, a lot of people feel that a better way to go would be to have a cab and a separate head. Yeah, that offers you a little bit more versatility in terms of the cab, but swapping out speakers is super easy. And one of the great things about a 1x12 is that you can buy a speaker that will match whatever sound that you're trying to get. Since I know that this Laney is voiced towards a more British sound, I obtained for it a 1972 Celestion Greenback. I could put any speaker I want into this. An Eminence would certainly do the trick as well, but you have the versatility there of being able to change the sound of your amp as long as you keep within the general parameters of what it's voiced towards. And you can have a lot of fun with that, and again, you have all the abilities of the portableness of it, along with that ability to be able to change your sound. I'm not happy with it. Hey, I'm going to try a different speaker. I've demonstrated here on this channel, we've done speaker swaps before, that can be done relatively quickly, within 20 minutes. Over here is my solid state amp. So I have a tube amp and I have a solid state amp. This is my Fender Champion 40. I wanted the Fender clean sound. And quite frankly, in a 1x12 combo for the price from Fender, you're not going to get a better deal than the Champion 40. This also has a built-in DSP, so it's not just a solid-state amp. There's a little bit of modeling and a little bit of solid-state amp there combined, and this is the baby that came out of that union. And I think they did a fantastic job of linking those two technologies together. I keep this primarily set on the Fender Blackface modeling that's built into this. It works great with pedals. This one does too, but honestly speaking, this amp and a guitar are really all you need. I wanted something that was a pedal platform. This 1x12 does it. Also, I swapped out the stock speaker out of this unit as well, and I put in a vintage Jensen speaker. Jensen is a speaker that's the well-known speaker for getting that classic Fender clean sound. So I put one in this amp to augment the already really nice Fender Blackface emulation that was in it, and now I have the quintessential Fender clean out of this works fantastic, again, like I said, with pedals. So I'm covering a whole lot of territory with two 1x12 combo amps. Now, you don't have to buy two. Any one of these two amps will do you well. And both of these amps, especially in particular this one, can be had nowadays on the used market for $200. This one for around $400. So again, combined there for about $600, which will get you halfway to the next really decent Fender tube amp in the $1,200 to $1,400 range. You're already covering a lot of ground with just these 1x12s, which is one of the reasons why I love these 1x12s. I'm covering a lot of ground inexpensively. I use these, this amp has been used on all of my recordings since 2015. Certainly, I recorded 2 albums, Asinoki and Ants in the Pantry, using this amp. You can listen to those recordings and listen to the quality that I got out of this $400 amp. Granted, it's got an $800 speaker in it. But you don't have to do that. Again, like I said, this vintage Jensen that I got, you can have for around 80 bucks. So not a lot of money swapping speakers on it, unless you really want to go all the way, which I did with this one. I tend to do that. But I'm very happy with the results of the tone out of this amp. I don't need anything else. I have no desire or need for any other amps. I have no need or desire for any cabinets. I don't need any more heads. I don't need anything. Another great thing about this Fender Champion, I'll mention as well, has a headphone jack in it. So my late night playing and rehearsing, full blast with my headphones on. I have my pedals set up going into it. It's a lot of fun. And it's one of the reasons why I love my 1x12s. And so, yeah, a lot of versatility there. Just a lot of versatility that can be had from owning a 1x12 combo amp. It's really all you need, guys. The days of the 4x12s are really behind us for a lot of reasons. Most clubs won't allow them. They don't want them. And most guys don't want to lug them around because they're extremely heavy. These are not that heavy at all. You grab this, you grab your gig bag with your pedals in it, and you're good to go. There are some great sounding 1x8s and 1x10s. However, I think that your best bang for the buck is a 1x12. A lot of versatility here. You can go either way, or you can do both, or you can throw in a third, your dealer's choice. But certainly I do recommend that you seriously think as a beginning musician, or if you want to scale down, go out and look for an appropriate, depending upon your budget, 1x12 that works for you. 1 or 2 of them, depending upon your budget, that works for you, and go that route. Because I have been using these, again, for recording work, for practice work, for live stage work, for the better part of a decade now. My professional opinion is that this really is your best bang for the buck. Get yourself a good 1x12, doesn't have to break the bank, and you'll be laughing. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening to the reasons why I love my 1x12s, and you should too. I hope that you enjoyed today's show. If you really like what you heard today and you haven't joined us yet, why don't you join the community and hit the subscription button? We would really love to have you. We're growing every day. Our goal is to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I think with a little help from my friends, I can do it. What do you think? So if you haven't done so, please do hit that subscription button, hit the like button always as usual, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.